Yo, what up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm just gonna dive right into it. You know how it does it, man. Now, what I'm about to tell you guys is gonna make a lot of sense because it's probably the only way that I can see the game industry actually going. But you're gonna have to really, dive into the system because a lot of people don't really want to move this way, but they're forced to. And here's why. First of all, Sony, they don't want to do what the fan base is asking. They don't want to do what the fanboys are asking. Game Pass, they're trying to cooperate. They're trying to give us what we have been asking for years. So both of them are in trouble. No one is left out. We've been asking Xbox to do this for years and years and years. We need those AAA bangers. So they're not X'd out of the equation either. We were tired of Halo, Forza, and Gears. They're not X'd out. Nintendo, another little anti-consumer company. They're going to have to jump on the bandwagon as well. Now, the only thing that I think would force Nintendo to jump on this PC bandwagon is when the industry just completely goes to cloud gaming and PC. Like, it's going to have to go all digital, go all in with digital, and they see how much money PlayStation and Xbox is making, and maybe then they may come over to PC. Now, no, Nintendo is still going to get their bag. So they don't have to really worry about, actually losing out. You know what I mean? I think that's their biggest thing. They're like, if we do what PlayStation and Xbox is doing, where's the value in our console, in our system? And I kind of understand it. I can get it. They're over there doing great. They're selling millions of little consoles over there, those Switches. They're switching out the store left and right. So I get it. You know what I'm talking about? But those Decepticons over there at Sony, they're so greedy and grimy. They will not listen to the fan base, and now it's too late. I think the problem is with Sony is they waited too late. They're like 5 years too late. Like they already let Game Pass get ahead of them already. So many years ahead. It's so the fan base is just so big. It's hard to reel that fan base back in, man. And the value at Game Pass, bro, that day and date, it's hard to resist, man. I'm just gonna be real. And pretty soon Nintendo's gonna start to fall behind too. And I'm thinking they're gonna have to start crawling over there to PC and knocking on their door as well. Because it's too much money to be made with these exclusive games, and they're holding them back and they're locking them down behind the plastic box. And that's not the old generation. The old generation in the 90s and the early 2000s, you can kind of get away with that. Now everything is online, live streaming, subscription services. Look for example, look at Netflix and Disney. They're at the top battling it out, with Paramount and Amazon's and everybody else, So that's the same thing that's going with gaming. Pretty soon Nintendo, it may be forced to go PC. PlayStation forced to go PC. Didn't want to go. Do you really think if this Activision deal, Call of Duty deal, Blizzard deal wasn't announced, do you really think they would really be going that hard at PC? They want a friendship with Microsoft to leave Call of Duty. They're practically begging, self-sabotaging, backstabbing their own fan base for $5 billion. When that deal with Activision, Blizzard, and Call of Duty deal was announced, do you guys know Sony lost $20 billion behind that deal? Stockholders, shareholders left. They packed their bags and left. Look it up. If you think I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm just telling you, this is how it's going down. I'm not gonna hold back. What I feel like what is right is right and what is wrong is wrong. And I'm sorry, I don't agree with everything Sony does. Yes, they do have a gold mine at PlayStation, but that's not their focus anymore. They're self-sabotaging. They're giving their creators a hard time. They're jacking up prices. $70 games, bro. Like, why are y'all guys paying $70 for games? They're not even going to, they're not even personally giving the money to the developers to even make new IPs. They rather just buy up license and exclusive deals and rights to games. They rather lock down Spider-Man, Wolverine. Yeah, it's coming to PC, but they're still locking them down from Xbox fan base and Xbox Game Pass, which is, that's not really right for the creator. See, it's okay when it comes to console wars and pride and ego. You know, it's okay when it comes to, you know, you trying to hold up, you know, blocking rights and all that stuff like that. It's okay when it comes to that. But when it's actually trying to expand a fan base, Spider-Man was not supposed to be locked down. Wolverine is not supposed to be locked down. Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Street Fighters, Call of Duty DLCs. It's so many more. It's so many more backdoor deals that we're going to find out yet to come. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a long list of games going to be announced that PlayStation blocked from coming to Xbox Game Pass, and they may release them to Xbox Game Pass. So you may want to look out for that as well, because they're sabotaging their own self, man. Look, they're damaging their own brand because of greed. Their plan isn't working anymore. They can't keep up with demand. So to make up for all this lost money that they can't keep up with the chip shortage, they're sending all their exclusives over to PC to make that side hustle money. You get what I'm talking about? You get what I'm saying? That's side hustle money. It's like, okay, we still got a few million coming in from the exclusives. You know, Miles Morales is on the way. You know, Uncharted, the collection edition is on the way. You know, Ratchet and Clank, God of War, Ragnarok is on the way. Forspoken is on the way. They have some AAA bangers on the way. That's extra side hustle money for Sony. Now see, there's another problem. There's another problem with that. Now, being that they have PC behind them, it's going to really be hard to tell them what to do now, because it's like, if you don't support the games on PC, if you don't support the games on PlayStation, PC is going to support it. So now they're making up what they felt like they lost, because they're taking everything off PS4. They're doing that fan base so dirty right now. I don't even know what is going on. Who is calling the shots over there at Square Enix need to be fired. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's the head man in charge over there at Square Enix. Yes, they need to be fired. Forspoken, that game should not just be coming to PS5 and PC, bro. I feel like someone needed to say something. Like, if I'm the one that have to say something and bring it to hundreds and thousands of people into the audience to bring it to their attention that PS4 is just as important as PS5 people, then hey, I would have to take that. I would have to take that L. I would have to stand up for that fan base, because no, I'm on everybody's side. I just call out what I see is what's being done wrong. Like, you can pinpoint Sony is not on your side. They're not your friend. PlayStation loves you. Yes, they that's what they do. That's their passion. They went to school for this. They went to become the best creators in the world just for you to deliver these games. But when you have a terrible boss, a bad management, this is what happens. You get all this backlash. Dude, 5 billion. They screwed over 5 billion. They stole $5 billion from over like tens of millions of people, yo. Like, that is not cool on so many levels. Like, I do not agree with what Sony did, and I apologize to all of the fan base that got hurt in that deal, because that was not right. Y'all did not deserve to get screwed over like that. And I'm sorry that they had to go through that. These are hardworking families out here, you know, and we have a lot of people that will stand with that and say, yeah, I don't feel like, I think they should pay those people back, credit that back to their account. Like, give them free games, give them free DLCs, credit all of that back to the account, even if they don't receive it, even if they change their name, just credit it, all that money back. $5 billion, just credit it back to the accounts, man. That's the only way to make that right, to say, hey, it was either a glitch in the system or we found out who did this. And up there at Sony, one of the big CEOs did it. They got a little greedy, they got a little grimy. If you can admit that, yo, we was wrong, we're sorry, an apology letter, something. Give the fans something. And it's been going on since, I would say, they say 2016, but it had to be a little bit before that. It had to be at least 2015. You know, it had to be a little bit before that, before they caught up to it. They just couldn't backtrack farther than that because they covered it up and they probably threw it out. So you probably couldn't track past that. So it probably was in the early 2000s they've been doing it, even with PS2. You know, and it's just sad that we have to go through this in this generation. This is actually supposed to be the most funnest gaming generation in history due to the graphics, the quality, the frame rate, the technology. We are in the most advanced era in history, and it's being destroyed by greed, grimy, low down Sony. Those Decepticons are not your friend up there. They are hurting PlayStation, bro. They are really literally hurting PlayStation. Like, so many people are feeling some type of way towards PlayStation, and that's just that's what I'm hearing in these gaming streets. I'm just being real. A lot of people are really not feeling Sony, right? They're really not feeling them right now. They don't make you feel welcome. They don't make you feel happy. When you think about Game Pass, you're just thinking about gaming, having fun with your friends, getting on live, multiplayer, crossplay. That's all you're thinking about is gaming. Sony, oh man, I gotta budget my money. I gotta go buy another game this weekend. I gotta wait to payday. $70 a pop. $70 game. 70. That's all you keep thinking about. $70 this, $70 that, 70, 70, 70. That's it. So now you're over here like stressing out, like, why did I even buy this console? They ain't cutting no deals. They ain't even working on PS Plus premium yet. They just left that just to die. You know, it's gonna be another PS Now. It's just gonna die down, and it's just gonna pretty much go away if they don't work on it. People are complaining left and right. Like, what is going on up there at the front office? Do anybody know? They don't announce anything. You can't even talk to them. You can't get them on the phone. Someone said they had the worst customer service in history. You cannot get through to Sony. Like, it's just the worst, bro. Like, and so many fanboys are vouching for them and saying that they're doing things right. How? Only thing they have right is PlayStation. And you have to give the credit to the creators, to the game creators. You can't give that credit to Sony, the front office. All they do is cut the check what they feel like they want to work on. And, you know, they only want to work on remakes. Put them in recycle bin. We have like 4 or 5 on the way already. You know, it's cool to a certain extent, because we're supposed to be moving forward and making more, not going backward. I mean, it's cool in a certain way, but at the same time, if you're going to be doing that, at least bring the remakes to PlayStation Plus premium service. That would make it, to me, that would give it a little, you know, a little boost. You know, instead of sabotaging, stealing from your own fan base. Like, do they have any decency up there at Sony? Come on now. Like, it's just a really, really sad time right now for gaming. And like I said before, guys, this is supposed to be the best gaming just generation ever. Xbox Series S and X versus PS5 and Nintendo Switch and PC. We supposed to have, bro, this is supposed to be like just all out dog fight, but fun. A dog fight, but in a fun way. You know, online, just real competitive. We could still have the console wars. We could still go back and forth all day long. But my heart still goes out to everyone that cannot get those greedy, grimy Sony exclusives that they're locking down from even PS4. See, everybody thought it was funny. Everybody thought it was funny when they were doing it to Xbox. But now they're doing it to PS4. They're locking them out. Why is Forspoken? Why is that game not coming to PS4 Pro? You know, it just keeps bugging me, like, because I'm so frustrated with the whole anti-consumer thing, and someone just has to step up and say something, bro. Like, I don't see how a true diehard Sony fan or Sony pony, how could you could just stand by and let this happen? Like, you would go all in if Xbox was locking down Spider-Man. You would have went all in on Xbox. You would have been signing petitions. Oh, when it came to Kojima, you were signing petitions for Kojima not to even work with Xbox. But a game that belongs to PS4, you guys want to go out your way and sign petitions to make it come to PS4 as well? Why is Forspoken? Why is that locked down? Why is it coming to only PS5 and PC? You guys, they're trying to force you into buying a PS5 now. And the way inflation is right now and how everything is going, the economy, all the prices are raised and everything, between gas and inflation, they just don't have an extra $1,000 to go drop on a console, because you know that's how much you're going to pay for a PS5 in the long run. That tab is going to run up very fast. That is a quality system from what they like to say. So make your choice. What do you want to do? You know, and you know, I've been trying to drop these little tips, you know, and help out the PC community and maybe the mobile. I will leave a link in the description after the video, guys, so you guys can probably download PlayStation Plus Premium only on your PC if you want to do cloud gaming, and you can play PlayStation Plus Premium on your PC and Game Pass, you know, Ultimate. So I guess I'm gonna leave it there, and then we're gonna really dive back into it tomorrow. Like, I'm just feeling some type of way towards Sony right now, man. It's just like, what's going through my mind? It's like, how can you be this greedy? How can you hurt so many innocent people? And they're diehard fans, though. Like, it became it's kind of overshadowing the console war and the fanboy stuff. It's like, okay, now it just got serious. It just went from 0 to 100 because, okay, we were just kind of clowning around and joking on each other and, you know, roasting each other a little bit. But now it's like, bro, y'all are really stealing $5 billion, really, from your fan base, though, bro. Tens of millions of people getting gypped. Like what is this is the gaming community that we want? Like, really? Like, nobody's gonna say anything? Like, it's just gonna sit here and we're just gonna keep letting this ride, huh? We're just gonna not say anything. We're just gonna sit here and just, well, that's just Sony being Sony again. We know how anti-consumer they are. Yeah, but you wanted to sign a petition against Xbox not to even let Kojima work with Xbox. But when you see him stealing $5 billion, you want boycott that. You want blackball that. You want protest on that. You want to put your foot down on that. Wow. I don't know. We'll figure something out tomorrow, but till next time, guys, make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so I can keep you guys updated with all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets. Thank you and peace. And don't forget to check out the links down in the description so you guys can download PlayStation Plus Premium and Game Pass on your PC. And make sure you get PlayStation Plus Premium only and Game Pass Ultimate only.